Good afternoon and welcome back to Life of a Dev. This is episode 4, and today we're going to be going over the scheduler to create tasks. It's going to be a little bit of a shorter episode today, but still just as much knowledge. So, as I said, we're doing the scheduler tasks, and I went ahead and created a public static task variable, which comes from the sponge scheduler.task. It should be the only one that pops up. Now we're going to go ahead and create our task. So the first thing you have to start with is you have to get the task builder. So you do task.builder, and then we're going to tell it what to execute. Close that off. And what I'm going to have this one do is actually just send a message, which we're actually going to make that message here shortly. We're going to get the server and then get the console, because the console is going to be the source. And then our message is going to be broadcast. You can use color codes in this, so we'll just make it green. Test command is active. So, and then we'll put the message in there. So all that does is just sends a message. It'll broadcast it out. It'll do whatever the command you put in here is. You also don't need to do just commands from console. You can do anything in your code. It's no big deal. I'm going to make this an async task, and I want this to wait 10 minutes before running. So I'm going to delay it 10 minutes before it actually starts. And since it's a broadcast, you might want it to be an interval, so a repeated task. So you would set an interval of whatever you want. So we'll say 30 minutes. If you don't want it to be a repeated task, you just don't add the interval whatsoever, and it will not be repeated. And again, if you don't want to delay, it's the same thing. You just don't add it. Then you can name the task. So we'll say test command alert, and then you submit it. And since we are in our main plugin class, we can just type this. Otherwise, you would have to get an instance of test command to pass through. And so that honestly is all there is to it. Like I said, there's not a whole lot, but we'll just go over every piece of it again. So you have to get the builder first, which is the task.builder, the execute, which you can put whatever you want in here. So I use just the one, but you can easily do more stuff. Process. Then you just put whatever. It's no big deal. You can also do stuff within your plugin. So if we had any like utils to call, or you wanted it to change the config setting after a couple minutes, you could do that. The async just makes it an asynchronous task, which basically means that it doesn't run with the main game. So it won't necessarily run with the ticks system as far as it goes. It runs on its own thread. This does come with a little bit of problems if you kind of want stuff that's specific to that. So you're really going to want to make sure you look into it to if you want it to be an asynchronous task. But since I'm just broadcasting a message, that really doesn't matter if it's exactly 10 minutes, 30 minutes, whatever. I'm going to leave it as it is. The delay, I'm delaying it 10 minutes. The time units come with days, hours, milliseconds, microseconds, nanoseconds. They got everything that you can think of. So, if you don't want a delay, you just don't add it. The interval, we're doing 30 minutes. Again, it's the same thing. It has all sorts of time length. I don't want it to be one. I just get rid of it. The name, you're probably going to want to keep so that you can find it later. And then the submit is what actually starts it and allows it to actually run the task. Write all this back, and then if you want to cancel it later, you just do task.canceled, and that'll end it. So right now the Minecraft authentication servers are down, so we're not gonna add this and watch to see if it does it. I know that it'll work because I use this exact same task on my other plugin that I use, so we're not gonna worry about it. But as far as next episode goes, what would you guys like to see? I would personally like to see us create a plugin that uses all these, that has a practical use. You guys just have to let me know what you think about that and what plugin type you'd like to see, like a minigame or something. Anything like that. Just leave it down below in the comments and let me know. So thank you all, and sorry for the short episode, but I will see you next week.